Today we're going to read a story called The Platypus. Some of the words that you will read are eggs, round or oval objects from which young animals hatch. Mammal, a warm-blooded animal with a backbone. Duck, a bird that swims and has webbed feet and a bill. Strange, odd, or weird. So right now we're going to write a prediction. I'm not going to make you write it. You can just say it to me. Okay? What do you think this story is going to be about?
A platypus.
Anything else?
A duck-billed platypus.
Okay. Is there anything else you can think about that it might talk about in the story?
It might talk about how they swim, what they eat, what they do.
Okay. That's a really good prediction. Okay? So what you're going to do now is you're going to read through the story for 1 minute. You're going to do your very best reading. So we're not speed reading. We're going to read like we talk. Okay?
Yes.
So when I say begin, you'll start reading at the top of the page.
Yeah.
Ready? Begin.
The duck-billed platypus is an animal so strange that when it was first reported, people refused to believe the stories. It is a mammal. Like every other mammal, it is a nurse its young with milk. Like the others, its blood is covered with hair. However, other mammals bear living babies. The platypus lays eggs. It also has a bill, like a duck, and it has webs of skin between its toes. It has a poisonous spur on the back of its legs like a rooster, but not a bird. It's a mammal. The platypus is found only in Australia. It lives along the banks of the rivers. It uses the bill to find shellfish, worms, and water insects at the bottoms of streams.
Okay. So Will, go ahead and get your body under control. You read all the way to streams, which is 119, 120, 121. But you had 4 errors. So 121 minus 4 is 117. So now I'm going to read it to you, okay? And you're going to follow along as I say it.
Okay.
The duck-billed platypus is an animal so strange that when it was first reported, people refused to believe the stories. It is a mammal. Like every other mammal, it nurses its young with milk. Like the others, its body is covered with hair. However, other mammals bear living babies. The platypus lays eggs. It also has a bill like a duck, and it has webs of skin between its toes. It has a poisonous spur on its back leg like some roosters. But it's not a bird, it's a mammal. The platypus is found only in Australia. It lives along the banks of the rivers. It uses its bill to find shellfish, worms, and water insects at the bottoms of the streams. It has a paddle-shaped tail like a beaver that helps it swim. When its eggs hatch, the female uses her tail to hold the young close to her body to keep them warm. So, though the platypus seems to us to have some very strange features, they work quite well for it. Okay. This time it's going to be your turn to read it. You're going to read it all the way through. Okay? Go ahead and begin.
Oh. The duck-billed platypus is an animal so strange that when it was first reported, people refused to believe the stories. It's a mammal like every...
Stop. It is. Say it again.
It is a mammal. Like every other mammal, it is a nurse.
Stop. Like every other mammal, it nurses. So start here and read the sentence
like
again.
Like every other mammal, it nurses its young with milk. The others...
Stop. Like the others.
Like the others, its body is covered with hair. However, other mammals bear living babies. The platypus lays eggs.
Now it's time for our hot read. Okay, so we got, now this will be the last time we read it, and we want to get a better score than our cold read. Okay, so you're going to do your very best reading. That doesn't mean your fastest reading.
I know.
It means
like
your
this.
very best reading.
I mean like this. There once was a girl, whatever.
We want to read like we talk. Okay, are you ready? Begin.
The duck-billed platypus is an animal so strange that when it was first reported, people refused to believe the stories. It is a mammal. Like every other mammal, it nurses its young with milk. Like the others, its body is covered with hair. However, other mammals bear live, living babies. The platypus lays eggs. It also has a bill like a duck, and it has webs of skin between its toes. It has a poisonous spur on the back legs, like some roosters, but it's not a bird, it's a mammal. The platypus is found only in Australia. It lives along the banks of the rivers. It uses its bill to find shellfish, worms, and water insects at the bottom of the streams. It was a paddle-shaped tail like a beaver. What helps its
Okay, so you got to it. So 127, 128, 129, 30, 131, 132, 133. That time you want to 133. So your hot read is 133. Very good job, Will.